With us now is Michael Hall. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good, great. Thanks for having me.
Hall Lane, Michael Hall, connection, family business?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Been around for a while, yeah.
How many generations? Tell me
I'm
about
the third
your company.
generation. My grandfather started Hall Lane back in 1950, and it's actually a funny story. He started it with a truck without a motor. He had only enough money to buy the truck, but he didn't have enough for the motor. So what he would do is he'd pull the truck over to the house early in the morning. We were in Jamaica, Queens back then.
Okay.
Early in the morning, before the people even woke up, he would load up the truck with everything. He'd tell the people, "Oh, I'm having, trouble with the truck. Go ahead of us, and we'll meet you there." And he would push it down the block. He would tow it with his car, actually, to get it to the next place until he got enough money to get an engine in the truck. That's how we started.
That's such a charming story.
Yeah.
My goodness. What do you think he would think about Hall Lane now?
I think he would think we've come a long way and be very proud of what he's left the family.
It's fantastic. So you started out with one truck without a motor,
right?
And you have 27 now.
Correct.
What is the process that people go through when they're trying to pick a mover that you could give them tips on? What should they do first?
The first thing is you might want to try and ask your realtor, because usually they have they're probably working with some of the best moving companies out there. Going online, which we're online, everyone else is online, is it's hit or miss. Sometimes you'll get a good company, sometimes you won't. So if you can get a recommendation from somebody that's used a moving company, that's probably your best bet.
What's the most challenging item you've ever had to move?
There's actually a picture, I wasn't around for it, but there was a picture of my dad actually moved an elephant from the circus.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a children's book kind of about that. Did you know?
No, I didn't know that.
It's how to mail an elephant.
Oh.
They could have just called Hall Lane.
They could have.
Yeah, because they put like postage stamps all over the elephant and they tried to mail an elephant.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But you can't really mail an elephant.
No, you can't.
But you could move an elephant.
You can move an elephant.
Back in the day, if you had to.
Right, there's a picture of it. Yeah, my dad was on the truck and there's an elephant there, and it was pretty interesting. So
and times have changed, so now maybe not elephants,
No.
but you're moving people's, I know that sometimes they have like a china shelf. Why is it important to package the china and leave that separate and not stack that too high?
Well, the way we package, I go into many different houses, and sometimes people start packing themselves. And when I tell them when you pack your china, your dishes, the proper way to pack is to pack the dish up on its side, on its edge.
This way?
Yeah, like you're going to put it into your dishwasher.
Okay, why is that?
It's the strongest point from point to point. So when we fill the box, you're going to have stuff on top of that. So you're going to, you put the dish in there and you build a row, and then you're going to put stuff on top of that. So the weight of it makes it stronger when it's from point to point, like an egg.
Okay, interesting. What's another good moving tip?
Don't move in the summertime.
Okay, now why is that?
So the busy season, as we call it, is basically from May 15th to September 15th. And here on Long Island, the busiest 3 weeks of the year to move are the last week in June, because school gets out, the last week in July, and the last week in August, right before you go back to school. So if you want to move that week, good luck.
Got it. So if you're going to pack, it's important, if you're going to pack yourself, it's important to know how to pack.
Correct. It's
right?
not, yeah.
But if you have more than a room full, don't you think it's probably a good idea to call a mover?
I would, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Even if you have a room full, the way we handle furniture and the way we pad wrap it and protect it, it's just easier to have a moving company, and it's safer for your product.
What happens when you run into a situation where you get to a house and somebody has built a room around a piece of furniture and there's no way out?
That is not a phone call we like getting.
Okay. You call a carpenter. You have to saw down the sheetrock.
So no, we don't get into that involved. We try to accommodate. We'll take apart the furniture if we have to. Yeah, if they built a piece of furniture around that room, it's a room around that piece of furniture. That's a difficult situation. It doesn't happen very often. Usually, the people end up leaving it there.
Well, and one of the reasons that I wanted to have you on as a guest today, and I said yes about celebrating your company and bringing awareness to your moving company, is that you help a lot of charities. So can you tell us like 3 ways that you help
Sure.
others?
So we're a part of an organization called Move for Hunger, which it didn't start. The owner of it, he's in Jersey, and his family owns a moving company, but he didn't want to get into the moving industry, so he said, how can I be philanthropic? So he created Move for Hunger. So what he basically did was created an avenue or an opportunity for moving companies to collect food from people that are moving, because long distance is by the weight, and to donate to a local charity.
I love it. Instead of throwing out what's in your fridge or throwing out what's in your pantries or moving that food.
Exactly.
Donate it. Love that. What's another way?
So we also donate equipment and supplies to help the LLS Society to they have a big walk that they do every year in October. So we transport all that stuff for them to the walk and away from the walk.
Great.
And
that's
then
the
also
Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Right, yes.
And what's another
And
way?
we also do that for the breast cancer, American Breast Cancer Society. We do that in Jones Beach. They have a big walk, so we deliver all the water and everything like that.
Being a good corporate citizen, I think, is the best thing that you can ever do when you're running a business. So I thank you very much. And from now on, even when I put away my holiday dishes, I'm going to make sure that I package them nicely and put them this way.
That's the best way to do it.
There you go. Thank you very much. Well, we hope you enjoyed this edition of the Donna Drake Show. Please reach out to us. We're on all kinds of social media. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Donna Drake TV. Thanks for watching.
Excellent. Thank you.